Welcome back. This is ZnZerna Music Hour. My name is PT Burnem. I'll be your host this evening. We are still not quite back in the lab. There have been some complications up here in Burtonsville, so I'm here tonight again. Single light and just some good tunes that I've been working on to share with you. So, I hope y'all are doing well. Drink drinks. Might be kind of a short session tonight. Not sure. Light is bright. This is a arranged version of a track that has those raps on it that like encoded messages sent over band antennas cannot send the flow of data, silence the radio. But those are out of there right now because it's just well, I cut it off. I decided it had to go. It is still me though, I promise. How else could I have these beats? Okay, so we're gonna come back to this one. For now, I'm about to open number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Okay. We're opening up number 9. I'm going to give you a peek at my Logic sessions this evening. So I'm going to be giving that a shot. Hopefully as I switch over to this next camera, we're going to see my Logic session for the ZnZerna Music Hour Season 1, Episode 9, which I've been working on. And have I thrown some pianos into this? I actually don't think so. We're just going to give it a good listen. Oh no, I have thrown some pianos into this one. I remember what I was doing. Okay. So, first, well no, I don't think we're going to do the breather tonight. There's not a lot of ambient works for me to kick your way to the breather. Well, maybe if I loop this. Hope y'all are doing good tonight. Once again, this is the ZnZerna Music Hour. My name is PT Burnem. Tonight we're sharing some progress from the Invisible album and drinking some homemade juice drinks. Cranberry juice, lemonade, vodka. Very, very nice. Delicious. Okay, I'm not hearing anything. Okay. That's slow. Okay. Well, when I opened up the new Logic session, it decided to give me some problems. Try quit Logic Pro and try open it again. Might be a very short ZnZerna. Are we going to be able to do it? Let's see. This. Oh, I don't like that. Not cool. Oof, y'all. Giving me some problems. Oh. Come on, guy. Can't really quit OBS. One second. Not sure what it's doing, y'all. I know that I'm not getting any audio. Working fine just a minute ago. Try this. But I don't think that's going to make any difference. It's playing, certainly, but it's just not getting any audio out. Even though I have it set to 16 amp. Sorry, y'all. Okay, don't worry about that. There we go. Okay. Nice. All right, cool. So, I just thought I'd share this one with y'all. Thank you for bearing with me. Hello from California. Hi, John. Thanks. It's on. Okay, let's get these music started. So I've added some pianos here first. Gonna give you the beat without the pianos. We'll skip right to the drop a little bit. This is what it sounds like. So I've muted the pianos. And we're going to talk a little bit about chords. So, not only can chords, especially piano chords, fill out the sonic spectrum, which is what I'm sort of using them for here. We see there isn't much variation in my chords. It's just very simple. I'll show you here. Super simple. I'm just using it to fill out some frequency. You might need to turn up your volume a little bit. I know this input capture is low. But I'm not sure why. Okay, so those are our chords. We've also got a few more during the end of things. I've got these slightly more complicated pianos. So let's hear those all together. Start near the drop so you can hear them drop in. Do a little mixing here on the fly. Yeah, they sound good. Thanks, Fousey. So these are some relatively simple piano bits. This is definitely going to end up as a beat. I think one thing I have to do with this particular beat is throw a little Mononoke in there for atmosphere and strings. I want just the pulsar and the piano. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, I really like that. All right. So that's the first in our lineup now with these piano tracks. I love those scritchy little hi-hats. Doing the vocal sample there. I'm extending a little bit of atmospheric, like, silence. It's not really just this. Some nice atmosphere. Let's bring the cymbals back in. I want infinite zero. Glad you're liking it. I'm liking those cymbals with the piano in there. It's gonna sound good with some vocals. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, just adding some body and some chord progressions, but if you notice, not too many chord progressions, just sort of a chordal slight movement. Not getting too fancy with it, not going all over the place with a bunch of chordal traveling and whatnot. Keeping it real simple. I think I was actually having a conversation with Dan Keach. Shout outs to Hike Keach, by the way. Cold Rhymes Records, Erica P. Getting work done. Gonna bring up a new one and hope that everything stays pretty good. But I was having a conversation with my man Dan Keach, and we were talking about music and beats, and I was actually talking about that song "Down in the Hole" by Tom Waits, and how it sounds so much like a beat with just like almost no progression, just a bass line and a horn and Waits singing over it. And we were talking about how sometimes people are eager to do chord changes because it sounds like regular music, or like it sounds more close to like quote unquote normal music. But sometimes that ruins a certain aspect to the sound. Certain it could be like a relentlessness or even a monotony that is not bad. A monotony that adds to the character and flavor of the track. So you got to be careful. You can't just be like, "Oh, we're moving more now. You know, we've got more chordal changes and etc. So we're making better music." We got to be careful not to make that assumption. Sometimes it's good to just be relentlessly pow. And I think I've got one that's going to be like that shortly. It might be next, but maybe not. Let's see. I'm going to save what I've done. We're going to see now if we can just switch it up the way that I'm looking to. Now you've got this new window up. Oh, damn it. Come on now. Oh. My bad. Now we've got bingo. Okay, let's push play and see what we've got. Okay, so I'm gonna let this beat run with no piano, and then I'm gonna show you the piano that I added, and then I'm gonna add it in. With this one, I did something interesting. Let's see if I can move back to the MacBook cam normalized and still get the sound. Hey, all right. So, with this one, I did something that I really found interesting. So, because I got access to this baby grand piano, which I'm very lucky to have access to up here, even though I'd much rather be at home with all my synths and all my pieces of equipment, having access to this baby grand piano is very interesting. What I did was, with this one, when you hear the notes come in, I was playing a chord on the I was playing a chord on the keyboard and then reaching in to the actual, what do you call them, the wires of the piano that get hit with the hammers, and I was like hitting that like they were guitar strings, like clang. I'll show you that in a minute. But when you hear that is what I overlaid with this stuff. It sounds pretty good without it. All right. So I recently had a really cool session with my friend Ariel Bryan. Pardon me. We had a lot of fun on her live stream, and I believe if you are still watching, if you want to chime in with your TikTok handle, you can. I know that we got very few live viewers, but the chat will be repeated for anybody watching this on Twitch. So if you want to come with the TikTok, I just failed to get it. So let's go into these pianos. I'll show you what I was talking about with playing the note on the piano, then reaching in and grabbing the string. Okay. Okay, so check this out. These are the pianos. That's the best example. And I'm going to have to run some serious compression on those to get them right. In fact, this one might even want to double my tracks. Cut this up. Give that. That works better. So that's actually pretty nice. What I'm doing right now is basically dragging pieces of that piano around. My preferred method is one that I wouldn't recommend for anyone else necessarily in terms of how I use Logic. I just use it as basically like a digital tape machine, muting tracks and using like cloned tracks to do volume adjustments, where most people would use probably the automation. I don't like dealing with the automation grid, which is this yellow line that you can adjust your volume with. It's technically handy, but I just have never liked it. So I'll just clone the track and then do a volume adjustment like I have here. So now I've got like, I think that's a kind of a nicer sound. It's like one of the things that's really cool about production is that you can magnify things and make them more stand out than they would be naturally. So a person hears them and they're like, oh, and they would never have heard it otherwise. It might sound a little unnatural, but it sounds almost like supernatural. I'm not saying that this sounds supernatural, but I'm going to see if I can mix it with the original beat in a way that allows that unique character of the that jangly pluck that I was talking about earlier shine through. We'll see if we can. No guarantees. Huh. If I move this. Yeah. Okay. All right, one more to go. Gonna cut and paste this for now. What I usually do is I'll have a long jam of piano that I can pull from, and that's over here. Wait. Huh. I guess I got rid of it. Particular track. Oh no, here it is. It's over here. So these muted pieces are the different parts of the piano jam so that I can pull from them if I need to for variation and stuff like that. But usually I'll find one that works really well and sounds high fidelity first to be my main piece. And then if I feel like it's getting monotonous, then I'll add variation. But I think this should sound pretty. Now that bass is, I won't say getting in the way, but let's see. That's kind of what I want right there. Good enough for the work. Let's see here. Let's add that bass back in. It's got that good, weird electric jangly. I might even add some distortion to that later. But for now, I think it sounds good. Okay. We'll keep moving through the rest of the beat. It's pretty much the same though. I would probably just change that to I like that mix better than others. So I'm gonna try just throwing it in. I think I've got them spaced correctly. And so I'm just gonna copy and paste those boys right in right now. There. So I do a lot of lining up by ear and by eye. I don't necessarily use the computer to put the grid together. I feel like if there's something wrong, you'll hear it. Might even want to poke a frequency hole. Oh, that's nice. We don't even have the bass to contend with there. What we do here, let's put it in. Actually, let's not put it in. Let's save for now. But eventually I'm gonna be replacing all of the substandard with the better one that we just mixed. I think it's getting a rather repetitions for now. So I'm gonna open up another one. Number 13. I like that sort of beachy snare sound. More factory stuff. Okay, so just made my Logic disappear. Let's number 13. Hopefully this goes well. You'll have sound. Okay. So do we have? Yeah, we've got some really nice piano on this. First, I'm gonna go in without the piano. Sound okay out there? So we're going to definitely be replacing or distorting those haze. So that's our chorus. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Sometimes I like to color code my shit. We'll go into the next chorus. Sneak preview of the pianos. One of my favorite ones. Now those are going to be nice and filled out by the pianos. You can hear how it sounds a little bit like hollow. We're going to add the pianos back in. But before we do, I want to play just the pianos for you. Okay, so the pianos interact with the bass. So we'll get a little solo right now. Actually, no, we won't even solo it. What do you think about these? I'll be doing some mixing on the fly. I'm not sure about the pianos on this one. Might have to switch them up. But I really like the synths. Try this. I feel like I have to cut a little hole in the bass. What you can do with something like Logic or Pro Tools, if you have it, bring up both channel EQs, see where potentially things are interfering. Not really anywhere. The piano dies off around 4K. You've got some pretty strong stuff here in the 200s though. So I'm gonna bring down the bass in the 200s a little bit. Let's see. Because what can happen is if you build up frequencies, they get into each other's way. What you're looking at here with these EQs is a graphical representation of the frequency spectrum of the sound. Your frequency spectrum only has so much space. And because we've got a lot of action here in the 200 to 300 range, up into the 400s in fact, on the chorus piano, what I'm taking is the chorus bass, which also has some action there in the 200s. And I'm dropping it out using an EQ tool. It's a band. You can basically drop the level of individual bands. You can bring them way up or way down. That allows you to hear the piano a little clearer when the bass is still there. Another way to do it, if you wanted to, would be to pan things. A lot of times you can pan stuff, and that will open up a little clarity because two different speakers are making the vibrations. So you've got some more room, but you got to be careful when panning bass because it doesn't always like to pan well. If you think about it, the bass pickups in our ears are more, the sound frequencies are longer, they travel better over distance, and they have an enveloping nature. It's harder to tell where a bass sound is coming from. Our ears are tuned to hear mid-range and high-range frequency sounds from directions. Bass, not so much. It doesn't mean you can't pan bass, and people sometimes make a big effect out of panning bass. But in general, bass has less of a potential for panning and things like that than the higher end or the mid-range stuff. You pan a bass all the way to the left, it sounds unnatural. Here. Turning the bass up for a moment just to... Now, those of you who are listening in headphones are going to notice it doesn't sound correct because, especially in headphones, because bass isn't supposed to sound isolated in one ear. It's like the brain is like, well, what the hell? Why can I only hear this low frequency that's supposed to be pretty powerful only through one ear, not through the body at all, and not even through the other ear? It makes you feel a bit deaf in one ear. Now, that's an extreme case of bass panning, but... Good evening, Barry. It's good to see you. Guess what? I just got your t-shirt in the mail. Now that piano sounds nice. Might have to simplify the chorus piano a bit. See what I'm doing with all those rears. Let's try panning those a little to the left and those chorus pianos a little to the right. Still don't know if I like them. Might have to simplify that chorus. I think because they're doing the exact same thing as the synths, they're actually taking away from the synth's thunder. So here's something you can take away from this. So listen, let's go with just the chorus without the pianos. Okay. Let's get rid of these pianos. Hear how those whining synths take front and center stage. So now let's bring those pianos back in. Now you might think that bringing in an instrument that's playing the same thing as the whiny synths would give it power, backup. But it's not like a fighting force. It's more like an acting stage. And right there, your whiny synths are the sort of like solo going in. They're going in with their own little like main character soliloquy. And that is taken away from by the pianos when they're, sort of backing it up. It's kind of like another guy on stage imitating what the main character is doing. It doesn't sound quite right. That's why that, despite being less frequency rich, sounds more interesting and full than this. Now, what you can do is make the pianos not so directly mimicking, or just play the main root chords. There's a lot of ways to deal with that. But overall, I'm really liking the track, and especially this part with the pianos coming in. Yeah, that's definitely got some good Burnem written all over it. Okay, so that was season 1, episode 13. Let's open up a new one. I'm going to go ahead and open up 18. I'm going to save what I've done. And I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Put 18. Okay, here we are. Now, did I put some pianos in here? I think that I did, but I might not have. No, I don't think that I did. But still, we should hear the rap arrangement because it's a little different than the original arrangement. Well, no, it's not that much different, actually. And I kind of displayed it at the beginning of things anyways. No, I don't think there's any need to go into all this. It's going to be nice when I finally drop it. Oh, I did drop some pianos in here. Maybe add more reverb. Try this. Go in on just the wet. Actually sounds pretty cool. But it's not the most thrilling addition. And we went into it during the beginning of the session. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to our last track. Sure, we can save that. All right, this is our last track. Last one that I added piano to over the weekend. Go ahead and hear it with no piano. So this is the rap arrangement. Using a little bit of the OPZ tape functionality to stutter things out a bit. I'm using a lot of clouds on this, which is actually beads by Mutable Instruments. We're going to add the pianos in. throw in a little compression, pick up those lower notes. Now those basses in there, those sort of tuba sounding womps, those go nicely with the piano. Let's see. Piano fits even better there, for sure. I love the way they interact. Pianos in this part. Just gonna loop that for a moment. Try to get these guys. Oh, that. That. All right. I like that. I'm going to play around with the mutes a little bit. And I'd like to say thank you to all my dust cats. Thanks to all the Dusty Cats, all the Zerna Cats. new ZnZerna cats. Geoff, if you're watching, thank you so much for signing up. My first international subscriber. Melissa Schick. Yeah, the new ending, Barry. I still have to get these names fixed on the Lumicats and the Royal Blue. Lumicats, dogfuck, thank you. So far, kind of alone up in there. Also, Gerard Stoltz. Thank you so much. Barry, thank you for being my one and only Royal Blue. I'm going to run that again just for fun. Well, maybe not. I realize y'all probably couldn't hear sound while that was going. I can't wait to be home, y'all, with my lights and my synths. Hopefully next week. Yeah, let me see here real quick. I kind of want to go back, but I want to make sure that I can hear y'all. Audio source. Try again. Try again. Sorry to blow y'all out. Take it easy, Barry. Anyways, huge thank you. Dusty Cats, ZnZerna Cats, Anna Carmen, Quinn Cat, Wayne Anderson, Austin, Viz, Jen, Becca, Sam Seeger, Eric Akers, Scarlett. I'm getting you in there next time. Much love on this Valentine's Day. See you next week, when I will be hopefully back in my own studio. Until then, take it easy. Drink plenty drinks, stay hydrated, and keep listening. World around you. I'll see you next week.